So people say, oh, Sony is good for video, especially the A7. I'm using A7 Mark II for a long time, but then it doesn't have a flip screen. Some people like, how do you do vlogging without a flip screen? Oh, well, either you like me, I'm just used to it, or you get something like this. Not an iPhone, but a Wi-Fi HDMI video transmitter. This is the Accsoon CineEye. And another thing is a similar product, Hollyland Mars 400. This is brand new, just released for a few days when I shoot this video. How is it a flip screen when you have wireless screen? Look at that. Wireless. There's no wire. Yeah. I've introduced menu focus. Just looking at this screen. Yeah. This is kind of like a mini, oh, I can check my hair as well. This is kind of a mini Atomos, kind of grayscale, RGB. You can check noise level. You can have focus peaking, both color, histogram, zebras, and then you can load in LUT. You can have center marker, you can have a safety area ratio marker, you can change the marker color, marker width. It supports anamorphic. It got waveform here. Now it's quite kind of funny is that my iPhone is set to English channel, English language. And this app, the whole app is shown in English except this waveform, 多形圖. I don't know why it's in just that in Chinese. And then the waveform is live, but it's also not really great. I mean, I'm not really sure how to read this graph because, for example, the 100 points, they don't have a line. They don't have an exact line for that 100 point. It's just on which part on that 100 text is actually 100. Is it the bottom or the middle or the top? I don't know. And the overbone bit is not really just a clear cut of overbone. That's a slight problem there. Also, one thing really useful is that you can record this live feed into a video file. Too bad it doesn't support any audio at all. Even if you plug in a headphone, it doesn't have audio come out from it. And yeah, I hope that they can add in audio, and then I hope that they can add live stream. I know it's possible because GoPro can do that with just Wi-Fi. Because the GoPro connects, you connect to your GoPro by Wi-Fi, set up a live stream, and then the GoPro will join the hotspot from your phone to do live stream. And this should be possible. It's just a firmware, it's just an app, it's a software. They can do that if they want to. One annoying thing is quite often it would get interference and it shows us Chinese text again. By default, it pick a channel automatically, but a lot of time I have to manually pick a channel randomly and pray that it works. Okay, I mean, this is not really a perfect solution for your camera without a flip screen, because if you want this as a flip screen, you have to mount that on top, and then you have to mount your phone on top of your camera as well. It becomes a really huge and heavy thing. That really doesn't work. It works well when, for example, like now I can put this down, check the exposure on here, and menu focus with the aid of this wireless screen. Wireless, look at that. Rather than before I have this, I have to set up, for example, I think about I want to use this background, go behind the camera, set the framing, and then I have to come in front of the camera and then just imagine I should be in the frame. Take a 5-second video, go back to the back of the camera, check the footage, am I in the frame? And if I'm not, I have to zoom the camera again, just keep going back and forth. With this, I don't have to. This is also so much smaller than a film monitor. This thing, this is really simple. It got two antenna, and then it got a power button. It's a USB-C to charge the built-in battery. They claim that it works for 4 hours. I haven't tested it. Yet again, this is another product that has a USB-C for you to charge it, but it doesn't work with a USB-C charger. Annoying! And then there's a USB, not USB, this is a HDMI input. Basically, you plug in any HDMI signal, then it would transmit it by Wi-Fi, and then you receive it, you look at the video by your iPhone, Android phone or tablet, iPad. Now this kind of HDMI transmitter is not exactly a new concept. They are usually really professional solutions. They usually have a transmitter and a receiver, and then you plug you still have to plug a monitor to the receiver. Those are really expensive. Those are like this is $200, and then those professional ones could go up to over $1,000 because those are professional. But another one is this Hollyland Mars 400S. They have several different video transmitters. They have Cosmo, which is a more high-end, and then this is Mars, which is a little bit more affordable. It's still not really affordable. This is $600 because this supports SDI as well, and also this actually comes in a transmitter and a receiver. The basic feature of this is that you plug a monitor to the receiver by HDMI cable. What's new is the phone app. This one you can use it only with the transmitter, so then now you can connect this to your phone with Wi-Fi. You don't have to have I don't even have the receiver with me today. On the side, this is DC in, HDMI in, of course, SDI, and the USB is just for firmware upgrade. Got two antenna on top, and then the back you have to put on a Sony L battery. It doesn't have built-in battery, and the app is a little bit simple because it doesn't have any of that focus peaking, waveform. It don't have any of those. It only have, you can take a screen capture and then you can write on it, draw on it, and you can take video footage. But this video footage is only accessible within the app. I can't find any way to export that footage. I can't really use those footage unless I take a screen capture, but then the screen recording will have this icon on it. Okay, this is a more congested area. You see it must have like dozen of Wi-Fi router, Wi-Fi interference. So let's see. I start with the CineEye because it usually has more interference problem. But it turns out that if you pick a channel correctly by random, you just have to trial and error, that it actually works from quite far away. I don't know the exact distance, but this is far enough for anything at all. And it also still works even with a car blocking in between me and the transmitter, although it has some blocky artifact thing in the image, but that doesn't matter. Looks like the Hollyland works even better. Well, hope so for that price. Other than such as a remote wireless monitor, this could be useful to record your camera on screen thing as well, because when I demonstrate camera, when I do camera reviews, I have a Atomos Ninja 5 to record what's on the screen on the review camera. I can show the autofocus, I can show the interface, I can show the menu system, but then that Atomos is expensive. Compared to this is a $200, really so much cheaper, and it is smaller. This is so much smaller than a lot of monitors. And also it will be benefit for people who do commercial work, so you can, a lot of time commercial work, you will have the client breathing down the leg of your cameraman. They all want to look at that tiny screen on the camera. But with this, not really expensive, you can have this on your camera and then give your client an iPad, sit down nicely to look at the footage rather than all clinging on the back of the screen of the little camera. So two products doing similar things but two different approaches. Accsoon CineEye is all about the phone app, while the Hollyland is in fact a more traditional video transmitter and receiver with Wi-Fi and phone app as a bonus. Both are not really a must for everyone who shoots video, but super handy if you need one. More importantly, they are not exclusive to professional big production anymore. Wireless. There's no wire. Yeah.